ran like a race, like a 400, and I did pass crappy. Like, I did awful. And my friend, she was like, tell me about your race. Like, tell me. And I was like, well, this person, I didn't catch this person. Then I got on the turn and I saw them doing this, and I got off the turn, and da-da-da. She said, you didn't say anything about what you did the entire time. And I didn't realize it. I'm just like, I'm telling you about the race. Why am I running a race based off of everybody else but myself?
If you're in sports, right, and your goal is to like excel, that's the end goal, right? To be professional, to be competing with other people who are, at the top of their profession. So it's like, if the opportunity presents itself, why wouldn't you take it? All I really knew was like high school to profession. Back in like high school club track days, like you run because it's community. You run because it's something fun to do. You run because your friends might do it. When you make that transition into the professional realm, there's a lot more at stake. You're running against other people who, have families that they got to take care of. Stuff can get pretty heavy, and you might not perform as well as you did in years past.
Track is 90% mental and 10% physical. You can be in the best shape of your life and mentally be not there, and it can affect your performances. I had to learn that the hard way. If you're not having fun with this and you keep letting yourself believe that something isn't available to you, then you just won't let yourself have it. I have to keep trying to remind myself, you deserve to be here. You deserve to be in the race. You deserve to be on the circuit. When you set the rules that something is not for you, or that something is like, that's impossible, then that's what happens. It becomes impossible. You have to live as if all your possibilities are limitless, even if it sounds crazy.
I remember when I first came into the sport, there was a span of a couple years where I wasn't performing to my own potential. Being in that headspace was tough. I still showed up to the track every day. I still worked hard every day, and there's ebbs and flows throughout this entire sport, and you just gotta roll with it and remind yourself why you do it. I love track and field. I don't do it for the money. I don't do it for any sort of fame or whatever. I love being able to be in a career where I can travel the world, I can do what I love, and just experience that.
I switched to the 400 full-time last year, and I switched groups. I changed literally everything. And at trials, I was so nervous, made it past the prelim. Ooh, semi, I missed it by I think 3 spots. The first thing I did when I walked through the mix zone and saw my coach was I cried in his chest and said, I'm sorry I let you down. I'm so sorry, you put all this work into me, all this effort. And he's like, girl, what are you talking about? Like, didn't make the team, and all I thought about was I disappointed everyone. Every single person, from my parents to my coach to my teammates, they were like, this is your first year, you did phenomenal. A lot of that pressure, you just put on yourself, but your support system is there to remind you, like, we're not the rest of the world. My sports psych that I had a couple years ago told me to be where my feet are, to be present. So if I have a negative thought, I let it go. Let it go in my ear, out the other. I don't try to pretend like I don't have them. It's just, how do you channel it? And my coach says it all the time. Everybody's nervous. Everybody has anxiety. Channel it to go that way. Channel it to win. Channel it to execute. People think that other people aren't struggling because someone is running well or someone is performing the way you're not performing, that they don't have a lot of struggles. So you don't see anybody that's dealing with the same situation you are. There are world-class athletes that understand. When more people express, hey, this is what I have going on, you're not by yourself, having somebody say, me too, takes so much weight off your shoulders because you don't feel like you're going through this issue alone.
I mean, these are the same people that you go to practice with every day, you're working out with every day, you're traveling with, competing with, day in and day out. So a lot of the same emotions that you feel, I'm sure they're feeling the same way. Like, it's okay, like, you're not gonna have a good day every day, you're not gonna have a bad day every day, and there's ebbs and flows through this whole sport. I think the more people talk about it and can recognize that, then I think more resources will be able to be available to people.
People think it's that conscious part. At one point in my life, I literally told someone, I don't want to go to the Olympics. I was like, I don't know any rich Olympians. I literally associated Olympics, struggle. Olympics, poor. And so that's something I felt I kept myself from. I would get it and I'd get close to it and I'd mess it up. But it wouldn't be because I wasn't ready. It wouldn't be because I wasn't fast enough. I did something. So you have to get to the core of what is wrong, what is holding you back. And that sometimes you can't do it by yourself. I didn't do it by myself. You'll worry about a million other things escaping what's really the core issue. But once you keep peeling it back, and sometimes it hurt, sometimes they will hurt your feelings. I'm okay with getting my feelings hurt. They've been hurt, so it's part of the process. Mentally, you are in a better space within yourself because both of them are win-wins. Do you want to become a champion? Yes. Do I want to be mentally stable and happy? Yes. If I can have both, even better.
Started talking regularly with a mental health professional, which has helped in more ways than I can even think. It can kind of help you look at the situation from a different angle, ask you questions you might not be able to ask yourself or not even realize. Having the support of my family and friends and my coaches, my definition of like what successful looks like doesn't have to be just my performance on the track.